Plump Goops Podcast.
Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes.
Welcome back, everyone, to the smallest hot takes high stakes we've ever done.
Hopefully that will ever do. Hopefully it doesn't get smaller.
Hopefully, true. Yeah, so there were supposed to be 3 people. We'll let you guess who isn't here.
They're definitely
Throw it down in
asleep.
the comments who was supposed to be here that isn't here right now. Throw that down in the comments. But we'll make the best of it that we can. We have 2. I have a take. I'm sure David also has a take. And we'll do our best to deliver the same heat level, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, it'll be hopefully very hot.
We can only hope. This is Hot Takes High Stakes, obviously, the show where we just have the hottest takes on the internet, basically.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There's not much more to say. I'm ready to get into it. Are you, David?
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you have a warm-up take?
I do.
Very nice.
So I saw on Instagram recently that they're coming out with like the preseason polls for college football, and like each conference has like preseason position, like player of the year, like preseason player, offensive player of the year, preseason quarterback. Preseason.
So they're guessing.
And I just think that's so dumb.
Why?
You're basing it off like nothing, basically. It's like, oh, he played well last year. But also, what I think is dumber, and maybe this could have been a take, but I think that there shouldn't be any rankings until the college football playoff comes out. Because I think it biases.
That's been a take on the show before.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
I think it biases.
I think Tanner said that.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I just think all that preseason stuff is really dumb. Oh, wait. Since that's been done, I have another warm-up take.
Give it.
Saying like I'm hunting for sport is a fallacy because the other team doesn't know they're playing.
Oh,
right?
Interesting.
Like, I'm not a big hunter. I know that most of us aren't big hunters. I don't have much against people that like that hunt and eat their food, or those that, they go in season when there's overpopulation. But to call it hunting for sport, I think is a bit, I think it's the wrong use of the word sport.
Hunting for whose sport?
Yeah.
For your sport?
Certainly.
No, that's fair.
Certainly not a sport.
I think that's a fair thing to say. I think hunting is one of the weirder hobbies that people have.
Yeah.
It's like the urge to kill.
That's my thing. I couldn't like sit there and just wait for hours on end and be like, oh yes, the end goal is to kill this beautiful animal.
the best case scenario is that you're a murderer.
Yeah.
Right.
You've left a
that's
murderer.
what you want. That's what you want. That's like the goal of hunting, is to end up a murderer.
Yeah. So just use a different term, not sport.
Hunting for pleasure.
Who are you competing against? Nobody.
Exactly.
Nothing.
What do you think about hunting for pleasure?
That's weird.
Yeah, but so is hunting.
Oh yeah, but I'd say, I guess they draw pleasure out of it. But I think that just say I'm going hunting.
Well, what is the like? I think we might have talked about this before on pod, but what's the difference between pleasure and fun? Is there a difference between pleasure and fun?
See, and I guess since I'm not a hunter, I don't know like what they get from it. But I there are people that go out there at like 5 a.m. and post up, and they'll be sitting there doing nothing for hours, but they get the pleasure.
To kill something.
Like they say it's like pleasurable just being in that like peaceful environment, and also they get the pleasure of killing things. But I just can't see how sitting there would be fun. Sure, It can be pleasurable.
Okay.
Not to me, but to them, I guess.
Is fun always pleasurable? Like, you can have pleasure without having fun, but can you have fun without having pleasure?
Off the top of my head, no.
That's what I think too.
I think it's kind of like the rectangle and square argument,
Right.
or the bunny is a rabbit, but a rabbit isn't a bunny
Oh, is that
necessarily.
true?
Like bunny
Oh,
is
that's
like a
just like
baby rabbit.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. That's like saying a puppy is a dog, but a
Yeah.
dog isn't necessarily a puppy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a window is
A
an
portal.
entrance to the soul, but an entrance to the soul is not a window. Or something like that.
Necessarily.
Necessarily, right.
I'm on the hunt
Um,
for that window that is.
That is the door to your soul. Oh, the ceiling is a wall, but a wall isn't necessarily a ceiling.
You did that. All of them should
Right.
be walls.
Yeah, they're all walls, but a ceiling is just a type of wall.
Same with a floor, right?
Yes, exactly.
I'm on board with that.
Well, I hope you're on board with this take. Can I give you my take?
Do it.
Okay. And I wanted to wait until I had someone who would, be another expert on the topic. So I'm doing it with you.
Okay.
That arches are the most overrated geological formation.
Based
And
on
I do have
what?
reasoning.
Okay.
So number one, I'm going to start with arches are the most overrated. I'm going to further that by saying plateaus are the most underrated. And this is why. Say you were in a house of stone, right?
Okay.
A house made out of canyon stone. You would want some windows, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So those are arches.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for it to be a house, you would have to have a roof. And
Yeah.
to stand upon that roof, you would be on a plateau.
Okay.
But all of this made a lot more sense when I was thinking about it. Hold on. But, oh, okay. Okay. This is where I was going with this. Sorry, it just takes me a little bit to get there. Okay?
No, I got you.
If we have those thoughts in our head of a plateau is a rooftop deck and an arch is a window, in like natural geography, when you just walk up to an arch, you're just like kind of like, oh, this is just like a rock window. Right? But then when you go onto a plateau,
a roof deck is more fun than a window.
yeah, just standing on its own, I think it is. A rooftop deck is better than a window. Like imagine you were just walking around a neighborhood and you just walked up on like a window on the floor. You're like, why is this there? I don't need this window here. I can just like look.
Yeah.
I can just look. Like if it wasn't there, I'd still be able to see through it. I guess if it was a pretty frame, that would be cool, but like still, it's not as cool as a rooftop deck. I don't know. In my personal experience, I haven't been wowed by arches in the past. I have to say that.
I think that they're interesting in how like the weathering and erosion took away that portion, but the rest remained standing. I will say when we went to Canyonlands and we were on top of like driving in, that was really
Yeah.
cool that it had like vegetation. It wasn't just like a rock. That was
That
pretty
we were on a
cool.
plateau, you're saying?
Yeah, I think that was a plateau in a sense.
I think so too.
So that was pretty
I think-
interesting.
I think plateaus are super underrated. I think I'm going to name all the geological formations that are better than arches.
Okay.
Mountains,
Yeah,
valleys,
fair.
rivers.
A solid one, yeah.
Do those count?
Ah.
Are do these all count? Or should I stick with rock? Because I don't know a ton of... Oh, hoodoos.
No.
You don't
No.
like hoodoos?
They're not cooler than arches to me.
I think hoodoos are cooler than
I
arches.
personally think
Because they
arches are
look like
cooler
little
than
aliens.
plateaus, but
You think arches are cooler than plateaus?
yeah, I mean when we were driving, like you just see a plateau off in the distance. It's like that's cool.
I was inspired when I saw that. When I saw plateaus, I was inspired.
That's
personally.
fair. That's fair. But I thought the arches were really, really cool. Let me look up geological formations.
Yeah, we can rank them.
Yeah, a list of rock formations on
Yes.
Wikipedia.
We'll
Butte.
rate them 1 out of 10.
What's a butte? I've heard that term.
Oh, like a crested butte.
In geomorphology, a butte is an isolated hill with steep, often vertical. Oh, we saw some.
Is it kind of like a plateau?
It's like. Oh, what was that one thing called in Canyonlands that we didn't see? But yeah, it's like a plateau that's been withered down and kind of stands alone.
Like a spire?
You know that? Yeah, like the courthouse. Do you remember that? The courthouse formation.
Kind of.
It's kind of like that, but a bit smaller, at least based on this picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna give buttes a 6 out of 10.
Okay. They consider a peak a geological formation. Peaks are pretty
Oh.
cool.
Peaks are really cool just because of the lore surrounding them. I would give a peak an 8 out of 10.
A cliff. Cliffs are tight.
Cliffs are really cool. I would
But-
give a cliff an 8 out of 10 as well.
Our canyons are two cliffs with a river in between. Agree?
Yeah, I think canyons are 9 out of 10 at least.
I'm gonna click on escarpment.
Ooh, what's that?
A steep slope or long cliff that forms as a result of faulting or erosion.
It sounds pretty basic. I would say like
yeah.
a 5 out of 10. Just kind of stealing cliffs.
A gorge. A gorge is like a
Ooh.
canyon, right?
Yeah, but like even more evil.
Oh, right. I get Lord of the Ring vibes.
Yeah, like when you hear gorge. Didn't Mufasa fall into a gorge?
Oh, yeah, I think so. But Dominic Toretto was there to save him as a family.
With family. I would give a gorge a 9 out of 10 as well. I don't think you can put it above canyon, but I think it's like canyon's evil twin.
Fair. A mesa? That's just like
Ooh,
a
is that-
short plateau.
Yeah, but it sounds cool. I'll give a mesa a 7 out of 10.
Wow, that's a really short
don't need
list.
that.
Pretty lame.
Wait, they don't have plateaus?
No, they didn't have any of that.
Or arches?
No.
Okay, well, plateaus are 10 and arches are
All right, we're going to
3.
go to ranker.com.
Is there a ranker for geological?
Number one is a batholith.
Whoa, what's that?
Is a large mass of igneous intrusive rock that forms from cooled magma. Oh, that's pretty cool looking.
What's at number 1? What's number 2?
A mesa.
Oh, yes, let's go. Where's plateau?
No, oh, whoa. Number 5 is a laccolith.
What's that?
It's a sheet intrusion that has been injected between two layers of sedimentary rock. It just looks like the picture they have looks like a big toe, but sticking up into the air.
Okay. Where is an arch and where is a plateau? Is what I want to know.
Are they even on here?
No, why are they not on there?
Ooh, basalt columns. That's pretty cool.
That sounds cool. It's sick that like Mesa's basically a plateau, right?
Yeah. But more based.
A little more base.
Where Stack is just a big toe in the ocean. That's pretty cool.
Oh, like what?
That's Azkaban.
Harry and Dumbledore stood on.
Yeah.
When they looked out on the cave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, a
How'd
spit.
they get over there?
Apparated. Remember
No,
Harry?
I know how they got to the toe, but then how did they get to the cave?
Oh, Dumbledore blood sacrificed, I think.
No, but how did they like get from the stack in the ocean to like the entrance to the cave?
Oh,
You
I
know
think
how there's,
they
like, so much water.
I think
Probably just apparated, right?
they like there's a little crack or rift that they apparated to and then just walked into the cave from there.
Okay.
Maybe some
But
rocks.
from stack to rift.
Yeah. Wow, the Monadnock. That's pretty cool. Sounds like
That sounds like one of your Pokemon.
yeah. Wow, they showed no love to plateaus and arches here.
They're just not on there.
I'm on 25
Like,
and we are, or 28 is bioturbation.
What? You could do Command F. See if you can find it.
I'm on my phone.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna do it. Arches versus
Plateau.
plateaus. Yeah, no, there's nothing there.
God damn it.
But
Okay. I guess I'll accept Mesa into the plateau family, I guess.
I'm down for that.
But okay. Well, Ranker likes it.
Ranker does like it, and Ranker shows
Ranker
no
loves
love to the
Amazing.
arches.
No, but
Or
okay. Well,
arches.
that's basically my take, David. There's not much else to it. I know if certain unnamed person was here, he would have opinions probably.
Yeah. A certain unnamed person that was with us in the car,
Right, of course.
who was in the back seat.
Right. Right. We won't give any more away.
Thoughts?
Agree or disagree that arches are the most overrated geological formation? That was the original take, but then I just kind of pitted it against.
I guess I'd have to
so-
disagree because there were some pretty underwhelming looking formations on the Ranker website.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
they're definitely not top 5.
All right, there you go. Well, that's my take.
I think
I don't know. We're not. This is going to be a hottest takeless episode, I guess, unless we can agree.
I think we
which
may
take is
agree
hotter.
that mine is,
Okay,
just because of the ramifications, the implications.
the implication.
So I was sitting watching the U.S. women play Mexico in a friendly, and the national anthems were playing, and Mike was sitting next to me, and he was just like, "These are so boring," and so like he just thought the national anthems were boring
Yeah,
to listen
yeah.
to, especially the U.S.'s.
Sure.
And I got to thinking, why doesn't every country update their national anthem? I know that, in some countries, like the one that we're residing in, and the one up north, and some others, the ones that we got our independence from, have some rocky history, and the national anthem has been called into question onto how representative it is. But I think for
Sure.
other nations, it could just use an update and make more of a banger out of it.
Right.
Like imagine BTS making a
The
K-pop
Korean
national
anthem.
anthem.
Yeah.
Or
No, I think it should
Bad
be like what if it
Bobby.
was? Yeah, exactly. Right. It should be like a battle of the bands. situation,
Yes, like
where
Eurovision,
every country comes up.
but
yeah.
each country has we're going to make basically a band bracket for each country, and they're going to
Yeah.
write a national anthem.
And then the winner is the international anthem.
Yes. It goes like the final round is
Yeah.
at the United Nations.
Exactly.
And we'll finally put it to good use.
Yeah.
Um,
I really like this idea.
and they don't even have to be like pop or anything. Just
No.
something cool.
Yeah.
I
Have you seen the video of the Walmart on July 4th?
yeah, that was cringy.
Really weird. Really strange.
I think I'd love to have something that's a bit less in I'm making up a word here, indoctrinorial.
Ooh, okay.
Something that, everyone could sing without people thinking like you're part of the problem. I know with
like that.
Canada, they've had this revelation of the mistreatment of indigenous people,
Of course.
which, not unique to them. And also
Exactly.
England's, I think people are, I don't know how, like the percentage, and obviously we're American, but people are
Yeah.
pretty over the royal family, it seems, or people are
Mm.
more over the royal family than they used to be. And so
I think so too. I
saying,
think the royal family the public opinion is down.
so
overall,
having
I think.
an anthem called "God Save the Queen,"
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know if they have a national religion, but I'd love to just be a bit more unifying than that.
Well, so when there was if is the next person is going to be a king, yeah?
Yeah, next one will be a king.
So what do? Do they say God save the king instead?
No, it's just God Save
It's
the
always going to be
Queen.
God save the queen?
I believe so.
Oh. Interesting.
I can get a fact check.
Well, it is. So like if there's a king, right, and he has a wife, she is the queen. But when there's a
No.
queen and she has a husband, the king there's no king, right? Isn't that how it
I
works?
don't think she's called if there's a king by blood, I think she's called like the queen regent or something else. She's not called the queen. She doesn't hold like
okay.
the queen position.
Kind of like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay.
God Save the King hasn't This version hasn't been used as an anthem since 1952.
But that's when the Queen took over, right? Right? I could be wrong.
Yeah, when she died, when Elizabeth dies, it'll go to God Save the King. So,
Whoa.
I mean, that's a bit better, but also
You mean, like,
not
update
any
it?
better.
It's a little updated. Right. It's the same, just with they are updating it, just changing the words, and it means the exact same thing.
Yeah. I guess you
Right.
could say that that's the most modern national anthem then.
Well, David, the argument could be made that there is a new national anthem in England
Exactly.
already.
They
Right.
should do more. They should scrap the God Save
So-
the blank.
Well, but what I'm saying is, there's a certain song called Three Lions
Oh,
that
yes.
could be considered the new national anthem.
And tomorrow it will be
Right.
because it's coming home.
Well, I think it's coming Rome, personally.
My new hot take is it's coming home because apparently the whole world is rooting for Italy except me.
Really?
Yes. Everyone
funny.
over there hates England for saying it's coming home, and they
Oh,
think
well,
that
that
they
kinda
cheated
makes
Denmark out of it.
Oh, out of the most recent game?
Yeah, they thought the penalty was soft. I mean,
Oh. Wait, so wasn't it an own goal and a penalty?
yes,
The-
but the own goal would have been
That's a tough way to
goal had
lose.
he not slid. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sterling was right there.
It makes sense to me that, like, other European countries who have been better than England for so long are, like, mad that they're saying it's coming home, I guess.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
I mean the
But-
song was almost like self-deprecating in a way, and now it's just been turned a bit obnoxious. I think the saying is kind of cool. And once
Yeah.
for me, if it comes home, I'll stop rooting for them. I just want to see them win, win something.
I just
I
want to
guess.
see it come home at some point.
Yeah,
I think it should come Rome,
that'd
personally.
be something.
I don't know why. I've never liked England as, like, a sports entity.
I don't know what it was. I mean, like last World Cup, I rooted for France because I liked Pogba, but then I didn't root for
Yeah.
them this time because they'd already won something. So if Italy
Makes sense.
win, I won't be upset. I just won't root for them again. Italy's national anthem is actually super tight.
Oh.
I almost was gonna have them as the exception because they actually shout out a few other countries that helped
Yeah.
them win wars in the past, which I thought was
Really?
pretty cool. And
Interesting.
they belt it with passion, like Sam and his routes.
Right.
But I think across the board, just update it. Everybody, all of you.
Okay. I like that. So who would do the US national anthem? Garth Brooks?
Oh God.
Should it be every country's, like, leading living selling artist, I guess?
I think there
you'd
should
say?
be a collaboration to get representation.
Oh.
You know.
like a We Are the World situation.
Yeah, a bit of a We Are the World, but like We Are the U.S. We Are Canada.
I mean,
We Are the Canada.
Obviously in, like, the UK, like, Paul McCartney and Elton John would have heavy hands, right?
Oh yeah, but then you get a little
In
bit
theirs.
of Stormzy
Right, of course.
or somebody.
That would actually be really cool.
Um,
I think this is a good idea.
I think just
You also, like history. Well, you have to go through the history too. Like, the U.S. would have a little bit of jazz in there because, like, jazz is, like, the U.S.'s,
Oh yeah, that's when Kendrick comes
like,
in.
original. Yeah.
Kendrick does a little beat over some jazz, like he does.
Exactly.
I could see Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I could
Gotta have some T Swift.
trying to think of who else.
I mean, who's the new up and comer? Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo for the
Gotta
younger
have some Rodrigo.
generations.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just like every time we add a generation, that artist or like a couple artists like add
Yeah.
a verse.
Yeah. I'm super excited for, like, the early 2000 or like the early 2010s, like
Like
Maroon 5
yeah.
part. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or Ayaz.
Oh, Sean Kingston. Although, yeah.
Is Sean Kingston
I was about to say, is he
American?
American or is he Jamaican American or is he
His
Jamaican?
his voice doesn't necessarily sound like an American accent.
He's
It's like
definitely
an English
Jamaican.
accent.
I just don't know if he's Jamaican American, or if that's the
Right.
term. But yeah, I think some Kanye in there, of course, at least on the
Yeah.
beat. At least on the beat.
at least at the booth, at least in the chair.
But I think
Um,
that it would create a unifying song. We could all use that
Yeah.
right now.
I think it'd be interesting. I mean, Fox News would like dislike like half of it, right?
I mean,
Like
yeah,
any bit that is like rap or hip hop based. Although country music now, like new country, is just like country rap.
yeah, a lot of it.
Like I don't know if
is.
you've heard it, but it's just like hip hop, but like with people with southern accents and they're
Yeah.
white. The-
Also, if we made sure that no racist singers were on there, they'd have a fit.
Right.
And let me be clear, my idea did not include including racists. So no
Right, of
racists on the
course.
tracks.
That's like a sub take.
It's kind of the point of the
I
whole
think-
thing, I guess, to move on from that.
I think if we had someone and then it came out that they like had murdered like 3 or 4 children in the past, and then we were like, well, they can't be on it, obviously. Then Fox News was like cancel culture is not too far, right?
the crazy part is we'll just
And
dub their
this
part
is
out with
cultural
somebody
Marxism
else.
that this person can't be on the song, and it's critical race theory as well.
You're throwing a lot of terms around, and it's really triggering me. I
Thoughts?
don't understand any of what you're saying, and you sound like a communist.
Okay, sorry, I'll take it all back.
I'm trying to think
I
of
don't
some
know, I like this.
sarcastic comment about critical race theory, but I'm not going to do it because I can't think of one. Because it's important. It's just history. That's the crazy
I don't
part.
necessarily want. I don't know. Yeah, right. I don't necessarily want to get into critical race theory, but
Yeah.
I wasn't taught it in school. I don't know why they're like, we got to ban it now.
Yeah, it's not even there. You can't ban
No,
it.
it's like taught in law school. Basically, it.
You know what they do want,
anyway.
though? Cameras in
What?
all the classrooms. Did you hear that?
Right, we gotta
That's
have
crazy.
it. They're very anti-big government, except for cameras in all the classrooms.
Cameras in all the classrooms.
All right. Well, so let's go through. So it would be Paul McCartney and Stormzy and 3 Lions, right? Or
Yeah.
no? What's the band that did 3 Lions?
Let me just pull it up for you.
US it would be.
Lightning Seeds.
That's the name of their band.
Lightning Seeds. The Lightning
Wow, okay.
Seeds.
The Lightning Seeds. So Paul McCartney, Stormzy,
Adele.
the Lightning Seeds. Adele. Oh, 100% Adele.
Trying to think of some
Um,
British women. Isn't like
I don't know. Like they just get maybe like just
Cause I
Helen Mirren to to like do a voiceover. She's British, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And then the US would be obviously like Duke Ellington tracks that Kanye makes into a hip hop beat that Kendrick raps over with Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo there for the chorus. What do you
And I'm
think
down.
about
I'm
that?
down to include a Garth Brooks. I think he is
Oh, yeah,
representative.
well, you have to
of-
have some.
Yeah, you gotta
country
have some
movie-
country.
Some country music. How about Willie Nelson?
Oh, big Willie Nelson. Yeah, that's
He's
that's
like
good.
not. I don't think he's racist.
I don't think Garth is either, but there's a higher chance.
Did Garth do something at the inauguration?
Yeah, he performed there,
Okay, yeah, I guess. We'll have,
which
we'll have
to me
Garth-
kind of gave me some hope.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have Garth and Willie there. Who's like, what's a genre that we aren't representing yet? Pop, Maroon 5,
Yeah.
and rock.
Ooh, like Joan Jett and then
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
Yeah, yeah. This is a good national anthem.
I'd be down to hear this rendition.
Yeah, we should put it together.
We'll contact them. We'll write the words.
Right. And then I don't know. Are there any other countries? Yeah, Korea, obviously, a bunch of K-pop.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
much about like the music that came before K-pop for Korea. Much more well versed in what's happening now.
And then like Canada would be Justin Bieber and Shania
Justin
Twain
Bieber.
and Drake.
And Drake, right? That's actually. I mean, I feel like that song already exists somewhere.
Oh, surely.
You have to find it.
Just have to dig a
Um,
little. I'd be down. I'd be really interested. I think that the music from like Central and South America would be really good. Like those would
That
be
would be
really
good.
entertaining
It's like-
songs.
a mix of like current Latin pop and like they call it musica nacional, which is just like that would be cool actually. That I would be down to listen to that.
Yeah.
And I guess like so there are a lot of like like artists who speak Spanish from Puerto Rico that technically is part of the U.S., right?
Oh yeah, that should definitely be included.
Throw them in the U.S. national anthem, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge Spanish-speaking population in the U.S.
It's true.
So
You have to put that in. Yeah.
I'd say definitely include at least a verse or something.
This is gonna be like a 12-minute song, but it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, and like I get when it comes to like sporting events, we could. Everyone's gonna have to learn different languages.
That would be sick. Honestly, ideal. We should have. There should be a lot of different languages, like just I don't know, proportionate of their population, right?
Yeah,
like a certain amount of bars in like Chinese, in Arabic, you know.
Yeah, who's like an Asian American singer? I think we didn't get that.
Oh, what's Far East Movement? Like a G6?
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty good, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, I can't really think of anyone else. Any other.
They're gonna have to start TV broadcasts like 30 minutes earlier to fit this.
Yeah, to fit in the national anthem.
Oh,
dude,
man.
I'm down. This would be cool.
I think there'd just be a lot more. Not that the point of them is to be entertaining, but I think that people would, like, especially younger people, would get more out of it.
Yeah,
I think you could still like have national pride behind it.
Yeah,
and it's just more representative of a modern world where we're nicer and kinder and more understanding. Yeah,
and that's like everyone sees themselves in the national anthem. You know,
exactly, precisely.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we're forgetting like indigenous populations too.
True.
Like there should definitely be heavy.
Yeah, that's a major oversight.
Oh,
yes.
Like a little drum break. That would be sick.
Oh yeah, like some sort of like a tribal thing going on. That'd be pretty.
Yeah. Great. Have you seen Twitter? Have you seen like online videos of like them doing that now? It's really cool.
No.
It's pretty cool.
Are they on TikTok?
Yeah, you TikTok's so hard to like look things up and find videos that you've already seen. That's like the major flaw in TikTok, I think. Like the design.
Can you save
everything up? You can. And you can bookmark and you can like and stuff. But like the major, like I think the search function is the major flaw. Yeah. Like everything else is like they design it really well to keep you engaged and on it. But
I was scrolling through TikTok while we were waiting to see if we'd have a third. I'm getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, once it finally figures out your algorithm and what you want to see, then it's like it just kind of hooks you and keeps you in.
I'm trying to avoid soccer TikTok because so much of my Instagram and Twitter is soccer. Like when I go to Discover.
You want to get away from it?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm bored of soccer content. Let me go to TikTok and see something else.
Okay, yeah. So make sure to not like TikTok like keeps track of how long you watch a video for. So like if you get to a soccer TikTok, just scroll past it as fast as you can.
Interesting.
Don't engage with it or anything.
I have yet to like a post. Nothing's been worthy of a like.
That'll be big. Once you start liking posts, that's when they figure you out.
Okay. Yeah, they'll pin me down.
Yeah. Okay, I like this take. This is like a really good take, I think. So what's the take? Just new national anthems for every country?
For everybody.
Everybody. Okay. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. And I also think that is the hotter take.
I would say so as well.
There you go, David. You got a hottest take right there.
That's too straight.
Really?
Yeah, the last time I was on was breakfast breakfast was the best.
Oh, right. So I'm
coming.
I mean, to be fair, like it's like I have the most episodes, then it's you, Ronick, and Tanner kind of all in like the next heat.
Isn't Woolsey way down there?
Woolsey's like, it's Woolsey and Resma are the two least. Resma is the least now, because Woolsey's been on 2 in a row. But so like every time he gets a hottest take, his percentage goes up way more.
Yeah.
So like you getting hottest takes, it's not changing your percentage that much. But.
So when I reach the top of the mountain, it'll mean more.
Yeah.
Because I'm bringing the heat from here on out.
Everyone's kind of like condensing down to the 30% as we do more.
Have I?
Like, I don't think
in
anyone's
the 20s yet.
No, you're still in the teens, but this might push you up to the 20s. Who knows?
We're gonna hope.
At least you're out of the aughts.
Yeah, that was tough for a long time.
Yeah, that was rough to watch. But okay, I hope my face gets really overexposed by the sun. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. This special little 2-person episode.
2-person pod.
2-person pod. I thought it went well.
2 peas in a pod.
Exactly right.
All right.
Maybe that's the name of the episode. 2 peas
in a pod.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Follow on Spotify. Follow us on Twitter at HTHSPod. We're starting to put out highlights, starting to put out polls and stuff. So
good content.
There's
all
a lot
around.
to do. There's a lot to do on the Twitter. The TikTok, hot takes _high stakes. Trying to get to daily highlights there. Doing our best to do that. Now that David, now that you have a TikTok, you got to follow it.
Oh yeah, I only follow Corey.
Yeah, follow the
because when I went to like the whatever it is, the For You or Discover page,
yeah,
it shows like some people in your contacts, and he was literally the first TikTok I saw was him.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, I'll give him a follow.
Yeah, give it a little follow. But yeah, that's that for us. See you next week when hopefully we have 3 takers.
We will hope so.
Sam has texted me and told me that he's swamped with med school applications, so he's not going to be on until like August, September. Tanner's at basic training right now. So we're down to kind of like a 5 or 6 man rotation.
Okay. So my chances, well, Woolsey's chances of his percentage dropping will increase, hopefully.
Will increase for sure. The more he's on, yeah.
And I'm praying.
And Ronnick's been avoiding, so we'll see.
Keeping the percentage strong.
Yeah, no risk of lowering it.
Well, Sam, when you watch this, I hope that you can close your 80 tabs soon. Once you're past the application process.
Yes, hopefully you can. Well, okay, that's it for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Plump Goops Podcast.